Good afternoon, folks. Hope your day's going well. It's been awfully busy here. I did bring in my potting soil because I make my own potting soil. So I brought that in yesterday, put it by the stove. It wasn't frozen. I kept it where it wouldn't freeze. But I brought it in, set it by the stove for it to warm up a little bit more. And I planted my pepper seeds. Now I plant California Wonder, I plant red block, giant jalapeno because the bigger ones are milder, to me anyway. And I planted a long yellow sweet pepper. So those seeds are done. Those are the ones I was worried about. You gotta start them pretty early here. So it'll be a long time, as you can see. A lot of snow left. But folks, I'm afraid it's gonna get ugly. It's not looking good. You still have those people that, the transition is just a little bit longer than what they thought. But that's okay, because it's still transitory, right? Still transitioning. Don't worry about it. It's all going to turn out good in the end. You wait. Tomorrow will be a better day. Well, it might be. The sun might come out, might be 90 degrees, and, that might happen. But I don't think this whole mess that we're in our country or the world is going to be poof, gone overnight tonight at midnight. I don't think that. I think it's just getting started, folks. I really do. I think it's just getting started. And some are hurting already. They're giving up. They're giving up their weekly potato chips and their weekly soda, and they're buying tuna fish and what'd they say? Macaroni for their pantry shelf. So they're getting rid. They've already stopped going out to eat, they said. So they stopped going out to eat a couple weeks back. Now they've cut back on the chips and soda, which is good, right? But they're using that money to stock up their pantry shelves, which is really good. But it's not enough. It's not enough, folks. It's just not enough. So I don't know. The positive thing of it all is it'll get better. And it will. I don't know when, but it'll get better. Now, every day we see things getting a little worse. Prices are going up. Now, let me tell you something. Someone told me yesterday that they were in shock. They've heard about empty shelves here and empty shelves there. Well, they've never had a problem, they said. Until someone told them, and it wasn't me, so someone else was caught talking to them too. Said, you go to those store shelves, they look full. Have you looked behind the first 2 or 3 tiers of food? Well, she said she hadn't. So yesterday when she went grocery shopping, didn't buy the chips, didn't buy the soda, and instead bought tuna fish and macaroni for the pantry shelf, she decided to investigate a little bit. She pushed some of those cans aside, and she said, you know what? There was only 3 cans deep. And they were stacked up, so it looked like everything was all fully stocked. So she started going around the store and doing that. And she goes, I've been fooled. If you're not paying attention, everything looks like it's hunky-dory, just the prices have gone up. So this person's eyes are waking up. A little late, a little slow, but they're waking up. Now, I had somebody else complain something awful about they can't find spices. They just can't find spices. And I said, well, I heard the dollar store has spices. Well, it's $1.25 now, right? $1.25 store. I said, last I knew they had their typical spices that they have. She wrinkled up her nose. She goes, now, I'd rather pay more when I can find them. She goes, $1 for a jar of spice. She goes, that can't be any good. I said, have you tried it? Have you bought one and tried it? No, I won't buy it there. And I said, would you rather spend $1.25 on a spice, or would you rather not have any? And she said she still wasn't going to go to the $1.25 store and get spices. Said she'll order a bulk online if she has to. I asked her, I said, you know how much bulk spice costs? I said, I don't know what you're looking for, but bulk spices isn't as cheap as it used to be, you know. She goes, I'd rather buy it there. I said, you know, those bulk stores, that same spice in a 5-pound bag is probably what they fill those small jars up with. They sell at the $1.25 store. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It was the principle. If it was at a $1.25 store and it was only $1.25, it cannot be any good. They'd rather go without. What's gonna happen when you have a half-rotten potato and you can cut that peel off, right? Because it's rotten in the middle, and you still have half of that potato that's still good. Just cut the rotten part, center out, and just throw it away. Throw it in your compost. But they're going to be the type of person that says right now that they'd throw the whole potato away because it's gross. Half the potato's still good, but they're going to throw it away because it's gross. Yeah. That's like if you've got 2 years left of a crisis. You knew the exact end date of a crisis, and you was going to have to ration your food out until that 2 years is up. And you've only got 5 pounds of sugar to go 2 years, and that's with cooking, and that's with morning coffee and all of that. Instead of rationing it out, no, she's still gonna round that cup of sugar over for a cake. She's still gonna put 3 teaspoons of sugar in a coffee. Instead of rationing it out, she'd rather have it gone in 3 months and then suffer the rest of the time instead of rationing out a little bit. That's the type of person she is. 1 lump of 2. Well, you've only got 2 lumps to go around for everybody. But 1 lump or 2, she's going to choose 2. That's all right. If you want to use it all up and then suffer the rest of the time, I guess that's going to be a choice that some people will make, right? That's all right too. That's all right. Me, I'd rather either use just a little bit or wean myself down so I didn't need any sugar, right? That's what I'd do. I don't know. What would you guys do? Or would you make sure that you had X amount of sugar until that 2-year end date? I don't think sugar's all that important, folks. Can certainly do without sugar. Can't go without coffee. But if I had to, I definitely could. So I planted my pepper seeds. My soul's warmed up. And I can't find my cucumber seeds, folks. They vanished. They're not with any of my other seeds at all. And I know damn well I bought some seeds. Because I like the European cucumbers, you know, the long, slender, the burpless kind. I like those an awful lot. My Uncle Darrow and Aunt Keo sent me 2 packages of Japanese cucumber seeds 2 years ago. And I planted them last year, fell right in love with them. So I know I bought some of them, but I can't find them anywhere. So next time I go to town, I'm going to have to try to find some cucumber seeds. And if I can find them, I know I'm probably going to pay through the nose and probably won't get the kind that I like. And if I don't have cucumbers, I don't have cucumbers, right? So I'm not sure if you folks are familiar with achocha. Achocha I ran across the video like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I was looking for something else, and this video come up, and I thought it was a short video, so I kind of clicked play, right? And it was achocha. It was a unique plant. So I couldn't find any around here because it's like originally from Brazil or someplace like that. So it's like a tropical plant. And so I finally ordered some. And I planted them that first year. Folks, I fell right in love with that vegetable. Fell right in love with it. It grows on it's a long spindly vine. I swear to God that thing grows 15, 20 feet, right, just in Maine. So I can't imagine what a longer growing season, how long it would get. But it's like a pencil thin vine that grows up, and you can get different types, but the type that I got was, the leaf looks like a marijuana leaf. Well, it does to me, because I'm not familiar with marijuana, but it looks like a marijuana leaf to me. And it comes with a little pod that kind of looks like almost like a cucumber, but almost like a prickly cucumber. It has these soft little bristles on the outside that they don't stab you or pinch you at all. They're just very soft bristles, and some of them don't even have it, even on the same plant. But you get them when they're about 2.5 inches long, and you can eat the whole thing. Just bite it right in half, and it tastes just like a cucumber, folks. Just like a cucumber. You can eat seeds and all, but when they're 2.5 inches long, they're white. The seeds are white and a little bit tender, right? But they taste just like a cucumber. But when they get a little bit longer, they get anywhere from 4 inches long, 3.5, 4 inches, 4.5 inches long. They start hollowing out, and there's a pith in there with these black seeds. They look like they're bark. They're all jagged. And so what you do is you take one of those longer ones, and you cut it in half lengthwise, and you just pull the seeds out. It's just very easy to pull the seeds out, and you've got this hollow 2/2 chamber that tastes just like a green bell pepper, folks. So when they're young, they taste like cucumber. When they're mature, they taste just like a bell pepper. So when I cut them down lengthwise and I take the seeds out and I spread them over, what I do is take a little bit of cheese, sliced cheese, and put it in. The mozzarella is really good, or pepper jack is really good. And then take some of your I use ground duck. Put some of your ground burger of any kind in there. Put a little like pizza sauce on there, and then top it off with another piece of cheese and put it on the grill. Oh my God, folks. It's the best thing ever. The best thing ever. So I'll be showing you this summer, because I've been planting them every year for 2 years. This will be my 3rd year. And I've sold a lot of folks on them, because they've had them. I even stopped the postman once. I think the first year after I grilled some on the grill. I had a plate of them. I was walking around the yard just eating them, and he stopped by. His name is Sam. He's very friendly. But he wasn't coming up to me. He was delivering a package beyond me, family. And he had to stop for the giddy and the ducks in the road anyway, so I held up my plate and asked him to try one. And he did. He didn't even, I don't know if he was starving, he would have eaten anything, but he didn't even ask what it was or nothing. He picked it up and took a bite, and he fell right in love with them. Everybody does. They're really good. But on one vine, folks, you get several of these vegetable, pepper, cucumber, whatever they are. So they're really good. They're really, really good. And I got somebody, I'm across my place. Somebody's going by, are they pulling in? Nope. So, yeah, and you can pickle them just like you would a regular cucumber. You can pickle them, you can eat them raw, you can cook them, you can grind them up. They're really good, folks. They're really good. They do look like a pot leaf, though, to me. They look like a pot leaf. So if you have a little stigma against that, you're going to have to make sure you explain to anybody that's going to see the plant, or you're just going to get your own little chuckle when they get all excited thinking that you're growing a pot plant. So I guess that's it. One lump or two. I fear it's going to get ugly, folks. We're not done yet. We're just getting started. So continue to stock up. Continue to find those deals. See where you can cut those corners. And make sure that you're going to be fed. Make sure you've got a garden growing. Make sure if you've got animals, you're going to be able to feed them and take care of them when times get hard, and how to keep them safe so you get to eat them, not somebody coming in the night, right? I'm afraid it's going to come to that, folks. I don't like thinking that way, but I'm afraid it's going to come to that. So I wouldn't want to live in a city. I wouldn't want to live in the suburbs. I wouldn't want to live even in town. I like living out in the woods, but that we got our own little issues going on there when that happens. So cover all your bases. Thanks for coming again. I appreciate it. If you like to see, well, I'm not standing in the woodshed, folks. I am standing in snow. Well, you got a little different scenery out there today. So if you like this video, you can click like. If you have not subscribed, I'd really like to have you do so. You know, the more the merrier. You'd be helping me out trying to get to that 1,000, right? So that would be nice. That would be nice. Help a sister out. Help a sister out. And if you have any requested contents, there is a video question and answers. And I'm adding that to my list, folks, as I can do it, okay? I'm kind of hindered because of the snow here. So if you don't like the content you've seen so far and you would like to know a little bit more, just find that video and put your request underneath that video, questions and answers, okay? So for all you new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much. And for all those of you keep tuning in 2 or 3 times a day to watch this foolish middle-aged hippie chick, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks for being part of my family. All right. Have a good day.